Hi and welcome back to another episode of Damien's Curry Counter. Today I'm going to be making crispy chili beef. Yes, I love this. So simple to make, easy enough for anybody to make. Oh, it's making my mouth water already just thinking about making this. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be making with, what I'm going to be working with first, and then I'm going to show you again what we're going to be doing for the sauce later on. Okay, so first we're going to be using, I've gone for 1 large onion, 1 red bell pepper, 3 bullet chilies, some potato starch, an egg for when we mix it all up, and I've gone for sirloin steak. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be battering it down, tenderising it, making it a little bit thinner, and then I'm going to be cutting it into thin strips. Okay, so for me to put into the potato starch, that's what's going to give it that crispy texture. Okay, so like I said guys, we're going to be making crispy chili beef in that lovely sauce, and like we all say, let's get cooking. Right guys, so what I've done is I've tenderised my meat a little bit, alright, and the next stage is we want to cut our beef into strips. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting it into strips, and you want it as thin as you can, like that, as you can see, just like that. Okay, if you want it to be a little bit more thicker, you can do. Okay, you want to, sometimes if I've trimmed a big piece of fat off of this, so because you don't want to eat that. Okay, so like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this meat into strips, so I can put it into our batter into its coating, and then we can shallow fry it. Okay, so I'm going to prepare all this into strips, and then we'll come back for the coating process. Okay, see you in a bit. Right guys, I've cut my meat into strips. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it into our coating. I've also prepared some oil, light oil. Okay, so when I say light, I mean it's not deep fried or like that. We're going to shallow fry this. Okay, so that's already on the heat, waiting for us to start up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is mix up our egg. Because we're going to coat our meat in the egg. Okay, keep it nice and coat all the meat. Remove this now because we're going to be doing something different. So once all your meat is coated in the egg, place a few pieces into a bowl of potato starch. Put them in, because what we're going to be doing is coating them all, and this is what gives the beef its nice crispy texture. Okay, so next thing to do, get the lid on, and then just give it a shake, just like that, and then 1, 2, 3, there's your ones, 4, any more, do you put any more in? Yeah, 5, 6, any more. Oh, that's it. So, yeah. So what I've done is I've covered it to look like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the rest now, and then I'll come back to this once I've done all the rest. Okay, see you in a bit. Right guys, welcome back. So what I've done is I've cut all the meat and I've coated it all. So now I'm going to shallow fry it. I've had the heat on a little bit while I've been coating the meat, so it gives it a good, so it heats it up okay for me. So before we do the meat, I'm just going to tell you that now I'm going to put the onions and the bell peppers into another frying pan because we need to get these right nice and soft. Okay, so I'm going to put them in to my other pan, which I've added 2 tablespoons of oil. So we'll turn that up and let them cook. Okay, but now I'm going to do the meat. So like I said, I'm just shallow frying. Alright, so that's just shallow frying. So I'm going to put the meat in and then let the coating all nice and stick to the meat, and this is how we get our crispy part of the chili beef. Okay. So just put them in like that. And like I said, all we're doing is just shallow frying. As you go along, and if you think that you need to add a little bit more oil, just do that, it's not a problem. Okay. Which I'm going to add a little bit more. Roughly about another tablespoon and a half. And you should cook these for about 2 minutes at a time. While I'm doing, obviously give your onions and a lot of stir as well. And they're cooking up nice. Okay, so let's turn it over. And you'll see that they're starting to cook on the outside. Starting to go white, and that's the coating of the potato starch. And as you can see, they're starting to cook. All the potato starch is looking nice now. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the rest, and then I'll come back to when this is a little bit browner and show you what's next. Okay, see you in a bit. Right guys, we're back, and I've finished frying the beef. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. So I want you to put that aside. I've put it on some paper towel to soak up any excess oil. Right, so our next part is, as you can see, I've been frying the onions and the peppers. Okay, you want them golden brown so they start to caramelise, because that's what gives it that flavour as well. So next thing I'm going to put in here is a teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste. Alright. And I'm going to add those bullet chilies, like I said before, and I've sliced them up like that, if you can see. Okay. So that's going to go into there as well. Seeds and all, don't be scared. And just give that a mix. Okay. really taste that smell of the garlic and the ginger now, and those bullet chilies as well. Okay, so all we're going to do is, like I said, just give it a nice little fry. Alright, so I'm going to move this across to the other hob, and I'm going to show you how to prepare our mixture in our sauce. Okay. Put that across. Right, so in our sauce we're going to have two tablespoons of rice vinegar, next you're going to have some soy sauce, and you want 3 tablespoons of this. Okay. 3. Next, tomato puree. Which is going to be 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of that. There we go, spinning it. Let me give the onions and the chilies and that lot of stir. Okay. Lay that down because we're going to be using it in a second. Next is tomato sauce. So again, 1, 2, 3 tomato sauce, and next one is going to be Thai sweet chilli. Now this one, 2 tablespoons of that, and the next part, sugar. Okay, so you're going to need, depends on your taste, I'm going to go with, some people have it between 5 and 6, I'm going to have 4.5. Okay. So let's move this across because we're going to be using it. And all you got to do now is just mix it all together. And I know you're thinking, ooh, all that sugar, but trust me, this is what gives it its flavour. Okay. In go with the sauce. And now, a spoon, just mix it all out. And just give it a right good mix now. Like I said, turn up the heat. So it starts to thicken and caramelise. So that's what you want. Keep it going, keep it right nice and thick. Don't need any water in this. Oh. Let's just stir. Alright. Leave it for about 30 seconds now for it to thicken up. Just now we're going to add our meat. Very simple to make this, very simple. Timing good, you can make it within, I don't know, 20 minutes. Right, so there you go, so in go with the meat. With your beef, again, give it a good stir. So the coating of the beef gets all in that sauce. Alright. Keep stirring it. Anybody would think I'm a chef, wouldn't they? Okay, so now our meat is all covered. I'm going to turn the heat down now to number 3, just to give it, not to overburn it or overcook it, just to make sure it's nice and caramelised. Coming up to it being finished now. Okay, I am going to have this with boiled basmati rice, which I've just put in the microwave now. I prepared it earlier, and then I'll dish it out, and you can see how the final product is. But yeah, and it's very, very simple to make this dish. Extremely simple. I'll just show you exactly what it looks like. I mean, look at that. Yeah, how beautiful does that look? Absolutely beautiful does that. And believe you me, the smell, the flavours what are coming off of this is fantastic as well. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay. So we'll come back when it's ready to dish up then, guys. See you in a bit. Right guys, we're back. So like I said, I prepared my rice before, so as you can see it's all different colours. So for to do that, all you got to do is put a little pinch of yellow food colouring on one side, a little pinch of red food colouring on the other side, put it in a container and just give it a right good shake, and that's how it comes out like that. So like I said, we're going to finish off now by putting our chili beef, eating our chili beef, okay, and there you have it, guys. I'm going to put a bit more on that too, if I'm honest. There you have it, crispy chili beef, okay, with basmati rice. And yeah, I am going to enjoy tucking into this. So if you want to see some more dishes, please subscribe to my channel, Damien's Curry Counter, and I'll try my best to upload as many as I possibly can. Okay, have a good evening guys, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.